I was thinking, I was like, yo, is this like an all-time low for Spurs? But I'm not really sure it is, you know. 'Cause-
Shots fired, and we're like
no,
30
because
seconds
we
in.
not been
Go
through
for
a
it.
lot, you know,
Go
like
for it.
that. So I don't really know if it is, you know, like that. I'm not really sure.
Do you know what, right? If we're looking at cold hard facts, like if you're looking at league position and stuff, and some of the quality of players like Son and Kane, this is definitely not the worst we've been. But when you think about the amount of money that's been ploughed into it, and the fact that the owners have had this, they've had this, they've had this club for 22 years, and this is what we've amassed to after 22 years. Then yeah, this is definitely one of the worst periods I can remember in my 40 years of following this club. And that's probably why I'm not as hurt as, I mean, I've seen loads of people lose their mind. Like some Spurs fans need a holiday. They need to take some pills. They need to relax and stuff. Listen, I said to you all season, this is going that way. This club is going that way. And nothing's changed my mind on that.
Bro, like, I can't even lie. I didn't even see it live, yeah. I couldn't see it live, but I can imagine how it felt in it. Not exactly, because obviously we got hit for 7, yeah, but we conceded like 6 in the second half after a decent first half. Do you know what I'm saying? Like the first half was all right. We were kind of unlucky in the first half. So at least we had 45 minutes to kind of settle into the game. But to be hit up like that from the first whistle, yeah, it's like you lot didn't even have time to be comfortable at any point in the game, brother. You were just under siege from the first whistle.
Do you know what as well? Look, I mean, look, it's all fun and games, and I'm sure you had to take a bit of banter with a 7-0 on that, but yours was like a one-off. Like it was a bad result. It got out of the way, and you moved on. Spurs is like, I don't know, winning at Everton and then drawing to 10-man Everton, winning 3-1 with 8 minutes to go at Southampton, drawing that, winning at home to Bournemouth, lose that. Spanked by New, it's like it's just constant. It's every result at the moment. We look like the bottom half relegation threatened team against whoever we play. And I've never, here you go, here's a big statement for you. Feel free to clip this. I'm sure you will, Rants. I have never, in my 40 years of supporting Spurs and in my 40 years of watching football, seen a worse 20 minutes from any team at any level in any game.
Ooh. Hey, yo, that's a big statement.
It was 20 minutes, right? We're meant to be, right? Yesterday, Sky billing this game as Tottenham are on 53 and Newcastle are on 56. The race for top 4. Minute 1, goal. Minute 8, goal. Minute 10, goal. It's like, wow, this is embarrassing, man. And it doesn't even hurt anymore, Rants. Like, it's become the norm. This is embarrassing, and this is what we are. Yeah, I watched your brother's video last night. He cracks me up, man. Some of the like he was calling like Davinson Sanchez with the Colombian PS4 and stuff.
Yeah, but that's him though. That is Davinson Sanchez. It's been Davinson Sanchez. Man just goes on standby in the middle of the game. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what he does. Like, he's been doing that.
Do you know what? I felt sorry yesterday, right? Listen, none of the players deserve any credit for me after yesterday. But what I felt sorry for was we gave Papa Sarr his second ever start in the Premier League, right? 20 years of age, starting in midfield. The whole team is poor. And yet he's the one sacrificed as the youngest in the team. And I just thought to myself, that's just awful management. Like,
yeah,
this
but
guy
managers always scapegoat, yeah, the young players because they're the easiest ones, yeah, to sub off because they're less likely to kick up a stink. So
yeah, sure.
You know what I mean? Ollie done the same thing with Greenwood. Like every time it was always Mason getting subbed off, even when he wasn't the worst player on the pitch, because it's easy to take off the young players because they can say, oh, you know what, your young time will come now. That old fucking chestnut.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
This isn't about you. It's about the team. You've got time. You'll grow. Yeah. I just felt sorry for him because, like, at the moment, Rants, I'm watching Skip and Højbjerg run around in midfield. I kid you not. I reckon if me and you put our boots on, right? I might not be that fit, but if me and you put our boots on, I reckon we could give as good a display as Skip and Højbjerg.
Yeah,
Two players that
awful.
can't run and can't pass are just yeah. So I don't think Spurs are winning the league is the upshot of that
There's
conversation.
absolutely no chance, bro. But it's like just when you think Tottenham can't get you any worse, yeah, mathematically, yeah, they're still there or thereabouts for some fucking
No.
like. How does it keep happening though?
Harry Kane.
Like mathematically, you're still in the top 4 race, even after that.
Yeah. Listen, I've said all year. I don't. Everyone's been talking about what a wonderful league this is because loads of teams are in contention. I think it's a really poor league, if I'm honest, Rants. I feel like no one outside of City and Arsenal, and to a degree, Man U have at this time had great runs, but no one seems to be able to win that one game that gets them from 6th to 4th. Every time Brighton have the chance with their games in hand, they mess up. Villa at the weekend, they mess up. Tottenham mess up. And you know what's going to happen. I've been giving my Liverpool mates so much stick. I've just got this feeling they're going to come with this little late run. I don't think they'll get top 4, and I reckon they'll be the best of the rest. That's what I reckon will happen. You're not feeling it?
You know what? This is an interesting conversation because you can look at it one of two ways, yeah. You can look at it that, this league is so competitive, yeah, and anyone can beat anyone. So that even though Tottenham have lost 11 games, yeah, they are still 5th. That's a compliment to how difficult it is to pick up points anywhere in the league. Or you could look at it and just say, everyone's shit. That's the reason why. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. But 11 games. How teams that lose 11 games should not be in a top 4 race.
No.
I mean, listen, someone in the chat will probably know. That's the beauty of YouTube, right? Someone will probably know, when was the last time a team made top 4 losing more than 10 games in a season? I can't imagine there's many, right? Because that's a lot of defeats. That's 11 defeats is what? That's 33 points off your season. Right there. But Spurs last season, there you go. Spurs.
So that means you're on track to do what you did last season.
Right.
That's
See you later. I'm out of here, people.
No, man said that you lot are on track to do what you did last season. So that means actually you're not underachieving.
Oh, God. We are not finishing 4th. Our next 2 games are Man United on Thursday night. And Liverpool away. I know Liverpool will stick 4 or 5 past us. They'll raise their game massively.
You never know, bruv. I swear Liverpool are super shit, bruv. And also, we've just played 120 minutes plus penalties, Like, this is, and we're looking knackered anyway. Like, we're getting to that part of the season. Like,
we've got Eric Dyer and look, do you know what? I'm going to chuck this guy in the same bracket. We've got Christian Romero in our team. He is awful.
Hey, listen, guys, how long ago did I tell you, man, how shit Romero was when they were trying to shoehorn him into the top centre backs in the league? Bro, remember, I told you this guy's a fraud, man. And everyone was saying, oh, no, he's good and that. Everyone was trying to shoehorn Romero into this top 5. I was like, this guy is pants.
Awful.
He's a passion merchant, bruv. He just gets stuck in it. Like, that's it. He's a bit aggressive. And everyone thinks, oh, yeah, he's a good player. He's awful.
Yeah. Listen, honestly, I think what will be interesting when you boys come to, I'll always call it White Hart Lane. When you come to White Hart Lane on Thursday night, it's going to be vitriolic. The crowd, like normally if Man United are coming to town, the ground is going to be buzzing and everyone's up for it and there's that home atmosphere. I think after everything that's happened, what I'm seeing, all the reports of protests before the game, people are planning on singing Levy out for the whole 90-minute. I just feel it's going to be a horrible atmosphere that you guys could capitalize on. And especially if we concede early, the floodgates will open. We've got Villa away. They'll beat us. We've got Leeds away on the last day of the season. They might need to win that to stay up. Palace we've got, who are suddenly not losing under the best manager in the world, Roy Hodgson. And yeah, mate, we're in trouble. I think we're going to finish 8th or 9th.
Jeez, you know what? Like my brother said something similar. He was like, he don't even want the Conference League. Might as well just sack that off.
Agreed. You know what? This club, if ever a club, right, Rants, if ever a club needed a year to reset, get out of Europe, trim squad fat, and just build a young, hungry team, it is Tottenham Hotspur. And I don't know if you saw, I don't know, on Romano's, Fabrizio Romano's live stream on YouTube and Twitch a couple of hours ago, he said that Spurs have been in conversations with Vincent Kompany.
Brother, I was saying the same. Listen, imagine, yeah, what I said to my brother today, yeah, on Bad Sports Ooze, yeah. He said, oh, he's upset that that it's almost like Tottenham don't want Poch. And I was like, why would they want it? Because Tottenham have no intentions, yeah, of competing with anyone to do anything. And Pochettino's gonna expect a certain standard met if he's to come back. He's gonna want more money than he had before. He's gonna want a challenge because he was challenging before for the top four and he was in the Champions League and he was competing. He's gonna want to compete. This board don't have no plans to compete. That's why you're getting linked with Will fucking Steele and company and these guys, because these guys ain't coming in to compete. They're coming in to do what they're told, help these fuckers get their dividends, bro. Like these men ain't interested in competing and spending money to be decent, bro. They're not interested in it.
Will Steele's got as many coaching badges as me.
Fact.
Just saying. Yeah, can you imagine? Like, you know, Will Steele, as a side note, at the moment, every time he manages a game, they have to pay 20,000 euros fine. Right? Can you imagine Daniel Levy having to pay a fine every game?
He's not doing that. He's not doing that, bro.
Look, I think that the shame of it is, right, is that I'm at the stage as a fan where it almost needs a absolute. Sorry, I was going to say a nobody. That's really harsh. It needs an up and
wild card.
It needs a young, hungry manager, whether that's a Vincent Kompany, whether that's a Michael Carrick. It needs somebody who is young, hungry, wants to prove themselves, wants to come in, is happy to work with. I'm not talking Burnley and Middlesbrough budgets, but Spurs spend money, but Levy's happier buying younger players for the future. Those younger managers will be happier to build that. And Spurs fans don't want it because they think we might win something. But Rants, this club has never been further away from winning anything.
Yeah, so, not in a long time.
No, get to the summer. For me, I don't care if it's Nagelsmann, Kompany, who is Michael Carrick. I don't care if it's Ruben Almiron. I don't care. Get them in, give them a 5-year contract. Spurs fans, stop being so greedy. Stop thinking every year is going to be top 4 and let a manager build for 3, 4, 5 years. Yeah. Don't cry if Kane or Son leave. Right.
Bruv, you really need to get rid of both of them. Do what Arsenal did and just flipping give a manager 3, 4 years to do something. Really.